So something a bit different. I mean, not completely different. When is anything that I do all that different? I mean, I can do strange stuff and I can hit different buttons, but at the end of the day, not a lot of what I do is really all that different. Anyway, enough fun now. So I've been trying to find things to watch. My wife's really gotten into horror sort of things, but there's sort of a limit on things that are good. So we're waiting for another season of that. Then there was a couple of other shows that we were watching. I've seen Squid Game. I watched Squid Game before. That's this thing. I've watched Squid Game before. That was a really good show. So good, and I thought she would appreciate it, but she knows I absolutely, positively don't like mouths not moving. So there's probably a lot of cinema that I've put up with not watching. I mean, that I have not watched because I can't put up with mouths not moving. Like a couple of my friends go, oh, all the kung fu films I watch, their mouths never match. And I go, oh, that's all well and good. I don't care. I don't really want to see it. But eventually you get used to it because you still recognize the voice as matching the character. And sometimes in even the best made things, it sinks a little bit out, which has that weird effect anyway. But we went away for a couple of days. We didn't watch anything for a couple of days. When we came back, my brain had to relearn that their mouths aren't matching what's being said. But once my brain got used to that again, then it was okay. So there's two shows that I personally really recommend. Now, both of them are apparently better in the original Korean with subtitles because the acting is always going to be different between someone pretending to be someone and someone just pretending to be someone. So the original Squid Game in Korean, so this thing, apparently the acting is much better, much more expressive, much more emotive, and you get more of the nuances of the physical thing because the voices are a bit better. Not discounting their acting, the voice actors, but it's a completely different thing. And different languages have different nuances in different ways. And unfortunately, sometimes... Sorry, the dog was there. It's gone. The different nuances, slightly different because of grammar and semantics and those sort of things. So in the original language might be better. There is a film coming out very soon to streaming, or I might have to just buy a DVD and a DVD player of it because I know it's out in Japan, and that's Godzilla -1 that everybody reckons is really good. The problem with it is only in Japanese. There isn't an English dub of it, so I'm actually going to have to read subtitles, and I absolutely and positively and totally and utterly hate reading. So that's why we watch these things in English instead of the original Korean, and I might go back and watch them in the original Korean. I did that. I was going to do that with Squid Game. I watched it in English, and then I was told it was just so much better experience in Korean, in the original language. So anyway, Squid Game. Highly recommend Squid Game. The other one that we've been watching that I've come across, and I knew it was dubbed, but the reviews looked good, everything about it looked good, is this thing, All of Us Are Dead. It comes across like, and in all the Korean literature it's called a drama, but it's a zombie flick, a zombie series. It's really good. A zombie outbreak starts in a high school. It's actually really good. The one thing that the Koreans don't seem to do is over-sexualize everything and everyone, which is really quite refreshing. And it would be really interesting to see what the actual language is in the actual language, because, you know, there's a lot of swearing. Now, does fuck in Korean, is it the same sort of thing, same sort of inflection? Does it actually even mean exactly the same thing? Because, again, nuance and things like that. Anyway, good series. There's another one coming out. I don't really know where they're going to go with it because they've basically just nuked the whole city. Oh, spoilers. That's all I've really got to say about that. So that's All of Us Are Dead, and really good. Highly recommend it. And also Squid Game. We've tried to watch another couple. Pacing can always be a thing. You can get straight into something, and then it might turn out that it's just not excellent. But because you've got a bit of investment in the beginning, because the pacing was really good, you can put up with a little bit of slowness, but sometimes it just goes from, you know, everything to nothing, and you just can't get into it. I might talk about a couple of the other seriousness. I might talk about some of the other series of things that we've watched recently, and I might give them a review. But again, Squid Game, 2 thumbs up, I guess. Probably because I don't think the characterizations were quite right in the voice acting, so probably 7.5. That's for Squid Game. And the other thing is All of Us Are Dead. I'd probably rate All of Us Are Dead a little bit higher, even though the characters are a lot younger. To be honest, most adults in the Western world probably are less disciplined than Korean teenagers. So, I mean, let's just get that out there. Anyway, recommend them both, really good. If you can put up with the mouths not moving. I mean, we watched the Muppets as kids and their mouths didn't match what they were saying. So if we can put up with that, I'm sure our brains can figure it out. Anyway, good shows. Recommend watching them. Be somewhat less horrible to one another than you would be to zombies. If you can't be good at it, at least learn to kill zombies. And all I've got to say about anything is brains.